a calm frame. Filtered light rests on wood. Table edge stays softly lit. Chair faces outward slightly. Outside motion feels far away. Cars pass without sharp sound. Glass keeps movement at distance. Room tone stays evenly low. Light pauses along the sill. Street noise fades behind glass. Let it be quiet. Window holds the calm. Outside stays distant. Room remains still here. Cup sits near window edge. Steam lifts then disappears slowly. Hands stay resting on table. Grain lines show beneath light. Curtain hangs without movement. Shadow rests along the wall. Clock marks time without sound. Air stays clear and cool. Outside continues without detail. Glass softens every motion. Light does not shift quickly. Room keeps a steady shape. Let it be quiet. Window holds the calm. Outside stays distant. Room remains still. Yeah. Let it be quiet. Window holds the calm. Outside stays distant. Room remains still here. Light stays filtered now. Nothing enters this space. Bookmark thread peeks from pages. Book rests closed on table. Filtered daylight softens paper color. Spine faces the window edge. Chair stays angled toward the light. Dust drips slowly near the cover. Cup cools beside the book. Saucer shows a thin ring. Page waits at a marked place. Reading stops without closing it. A bookmark barely showing. Thread peeks from pages. Light rests on paper. Book stays partly open. Afternoon settles around the table. Shadows gather along the spine. Hands rest away from pages. Air stays still between turns. Curtain filters the outside brightness. Street sound fades behind glass. Table grain shows faint lines. Light keeps a muted tone. Thread rests along the margin. Corners curl slightly inward now. Cover warms under filtered light. Room holds a quiet balance. A bookmark barely showing. Thread peeks from pages. Light rests on paper. Book stays partly open. Reading pauses at this point. Afternoon remains unturned.
Bag rests beside the chair. Zipper stays half open now. Metal teeth catch nothing there. Strap lies across the floor. Soft light settles on space. Table edge meets quiet shadow. Chair back faces the window. Floor keeps a steady tone. The room keeps breathing slow. Sound remains evenly spread here. A bag zipper half open. Metal teeth catching nothing. Soft light settling on space. Room keeps breathing slow. Hand moves once then returns. Bag stays where it rests. Zipper pull reflects daylight softly. Air passes without contact here. Clock ticks behind the counter once. Cup waits near table edge. Napkin stays folded beside. Play window shows passing figures outside. Zipper line remains uneven. Still bag opening holds its shape. Light does not shift position. Space stays open between things. A bag zipper half open. Metal teeth catching nothing. Soft light settling on space. Room keeps breathing slow. Bag rests beside the chair. Nothing else to move.
Eyes rest on the table. Graying lines run straight below. Hands stay close to the edge. Cup sits within easy reach. Little light holds its place. Shadows soften near fingers. Spoon reflects a dull shine. Surface shows familiar marks. Nothing lifts the line of sight. Stillness stays at table level. A look held downward. Light stays muted here. Time moves without lift. This moment flows on. Afternoon sound stays distant. Street noise fades behind glass. Chair legs rest without shift. Floor keeps a steady tone. Clock face sits out of view. Breath moves slow and even. Sleeves touch the table edge. Posture stays unchanged here. Piano plays at low level. Bass moves beneath the notes. Guitar leaves space between. Sound rests inside the room. A look held downward. Light stays muted here. Time moves without lift. Hands remain on table. Nothing asks for change. This moment flows on. Cup rests near table. table center, porcelain holds even light. Shadow forms beneath the rim. Surface grain stays clearly visible. Handle points toward empty chairs. Steam thins above dark liquid. Saucer edge meets quiet space. Table remains free of motion. Light shifts slightly across porcelain. Shadows stay mostly in place. A shadow under the cup, light rests on porcelain. Shape stays barely moving. Light slips across table. Spoon lies still beside saucer, napkin folded near the edge. Coffee ring marks familiar spot. Chair legs touch floor evenly. Window glow softens nearby. Curtain holds a steady line. Footsteps pass beyond the glass. Room sound remains unchanged. Shadow shortens, then extends slightly. Cup stays centered through movement. Light travels without clear pattern. Surface keeps its quiet tone. A shadow under the cup. Light rests on porcelain. Shape stays barely moving. Nothing interrupts the scene. Light slips across table. Afternoon remains settled.
Thumb rests along the margin. Pages stay fixed in place. Book lies open on table. Paper edges catch soft light. Light runs along the edges. Print lines stay evenly spaced. Cover bends slightly downward. Table holds steady beneath. Hand pauses without turning. Nothing shifts between lines. Pages held without turning. Thumb marks the place. Light stays on edges. Words wait on paper. Cup cools beside the book. Steam fades above the rim. Chair legs remain aligned. Floor reflects muted light. Window shows passing afternoon. Glass softens the outside view. Clock hand moves one mark. Room stays evenly arranged. Thumb presses once then rests. Paper does not respond. Page corners stay flat. Sound remains inside room. Pages held without turning. Thumb marks the place. Light stays on edges. Time remains unmarked here. Hands stay on the book. We leave the rest behind.
Table sits near the window. Surface catches mute reflections today. Daylight stays slow and calm. Chair rests without being moved. street shapes, frame holds light along edges. Cup sits untouched on wood, table legs meet quiet floor. Nothing shifts around this table. Afternoon sound stays outside nearby. A table near window, light stays low here. Reflections move softly inside. We don't need finish. Shadow lines stretch then settle. Outside traffic blurs past slowly. Curtain edge stays near glass. Hair moves without touching objects. Light keeps a steady tone. Surface holds faint window shapes. Cup ring darkens slightly now. Nothing waits to be cleared. Time passes without clear signal. Table remains ready for nothing. Window keeps the same view. Light rests where it is. A table near window, light stays low here. Reflections move softly inside. Surface stays open still. Nothing has to finish. We don't need to finish. A spoon resting nearby here, silver kept within easy reach. Low light holding still above, table edge stays in frame. Mug sits without any steam, saucer waits beside the cup. Chair faces the table square, clock ticks softly in back. Hands rest close to silver. Nothing moves across the surface. A spoon resting nearby, silver kept within reach. Low light stays still, afternoon holds its position. Window shows passing afternoon shapes. Bass notes sit under footsteps. Spoon handle points toward cup. Napkin lies folded near edge. Low light traces the rim. Silver reflects the muted glow. Table keeps familiar surface marks. Air stays even between items. Spoon remains within easy reach. Silver rests beside the cup. Nothing shifts from earlier placement here. Light stays low along edge. A spoon resting nearby, silver kept within reach. Low light stays still, shapes move beyond glass. This room feels shared. Nothing calls for change.
Steam lifts from the cup, warm air thins above rim. Handle stays facing the chair. Table surface flecks off light. Neutral glow fills the room. Shadows hold their current shape. Spoon rests beside the saucer. Nothing moves between these objects. Steam fades without clear direction. Air turns cooler near hands. Steam fades gradually now. Light stays neutral here. Time moves in lines. Cup remains table. Surface rain dries along the edge, steam thins into the room. Ceramic warmth stays contained inside. Eyes follow the empty air. Window shows a muted street. Footsteps pass beyond the glass. Clock hand moves one step. Glow remains without any change. Steam becomes barely visible now. Air clears above the cup. Light keeps its neutral tone. Afternoon holds steady here still. Steam fades gradually now. Light stays neutral here. Time moves in lines. Cup remains on table. Air clears above it. Nothing interrupts the moment.
Nothing more gets added here. Table surface stays unchanged still. Cups remain where placed before. Hands rest away from table. Quiet daylight remains inside a room. Window shows no new movement. Door stays closed without sound. Air holds steady room temperature. Minutes pass without addition now. Nothing new enters the frame. Afternoon settling in place. Nothing needs to rush. Room stays as it is. Light remains quietly hid. Plates sit stacked nearby now. Napkins lie folded evenly here. Counter edge stays clear today. Floor shows no fresh marks. Clock hands move along slowly. Outside sound fades further away. Shadows hold their position still. Chairs remain set back neatly. Nothing waits to be added. Table keeps its spacing now. Light stays level across surfaces. Time continues without comment here. Afternoon settling in place. Nothing more being added. Room remains open and still. Light stays where it is. Air moves at steady pace. Nothing needs to rush now. Mug rests beside the notebook. Steam thins above dark liquid. Pages stay open at center. Pen lies parallel to spine. Light rests evenly on table. Shadow softens under the cup. Chair remains pulled slightly back. Floor lines meet without pattern. Air settles between small objects, nothing shifts from its place. A mug near notebook, cup stays within reach, light rests evenly here. Time moves without signal. Margin notes pause mid-sentence, paper edges curl a little, handle points toward empty space. Warmth fades through thick ceramic. Window sound drifts from outside, clock marks time without emphasis. Curtain edge hangs still again. Table holds its quiet order. Hands move then stop midway. Muck touches down without sound. Notebook remains open flat. Light keeps its gentle spread. Stays within reach, hands set it down. Light rests evenly, nothing follows the motion. We set it down softly.
Fingers lower toward the table. Saucer meets wood without sound. Cup settles at center point. Hand releases grip slowly. Light touches skin evenly. Table edge aligns with wrist. Spoon rests near cup handle. Napkin stays folded beside plate. Movement pauses after placement. Room returns to steady pace. We let the calm unfold. Hands rest near the cup. Light stays even here. Time holds gentle shape. Steam rises then fades upward. Eyes follow briefly then stop. Chair supports leaning posture. Feet remain flat on floor. Window shows passing outlines. Glass reflects quiet interior. Bell stays still above entrance. Counter holds line receipts. Small motions finish their course. Nothing waits to be adjusted. Air stays clear between tables. Moments stack without notice. We let the calm unfold. Hands rest near the cup. Light stays even here. Time holds gentle shape. Saucer remains centered. Room stays unchanged.